Get your films on with the Blurs.
Once an idea has taken hold of the brain, it's almost impossible to eradicate.
Unpacking movies has never been more spot on, woke, fire, and just plain lit.
They are lit all the time.
So if you're unsure whether or not to plop down some cash for a film, check out the Blurs.
When a man with a 45 meets a man with a rifle, the man with a pistol is a dead man.
Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolyte.
You really only need to hang mean bastards. But mean bastards, you need to hang.
Don't say you weren't warned. Here's Brandon and Jeff.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to a special episode of the Film Blurs. My name's Brandon Norwood, aka Hero Protagonist, and
I'm Jeff Stewart, aka Uncle Jeffrey. And today we are going to talk about some real nerd shit.
X-Men, the first 4 episodes of X-Men 97, season 2. I watched the show as a kid, and a lot of that shit went over my head. Rewatched it as an adult in anticipation of the first season coming out, and I was like, damn, this is a good ass show. This is a real, from front to back, that was a good show. 97, the first season, which I talked about multiple times, I was surprised how well written, well, not the dialogue, but the character arcs are.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised they went to the places they did, which was very dark and very adult. However, season 2, these first 4 episodes, heads and shoulders above season 1. This moves at a faster pace without losing the character development and the emotional core that comes with it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the emotional gut punches in these first 4 episodes come faster and harder than last year. Because like last season we had, the death of Gambit. Sorry, spoiler alerts. For a show.
Yeah, and it took a while to build up to that because they were slowly building up to Genosha and the destruction of Genosha. Like those first, like I said, even though it moves, I'm not saying the first season is slow because it's not, but it's this. We are off to the races here, where in the first one we slowly had to reintroduce everybody, show them functioning as a unit without Professor X. You know what I mean? And now Professor X is back. Come to find out, he didn't die. He was just chilling in space with Leandra.
Right. And like the great thing about this show is that it is. I'm not gonna say it's comic book accurate, but if you know the comic books, you see these storylines, which is kind of refreshing. Based on a lot of the stuff we've seen coming out of Marvel through Disney. But these first 4 episodes, like Brendan said, heads and tails above the first season, except for the dialogue. The dialogue is still kind of...
Yeah, it's rough. But also... It's an animated kids show. I could give it a pass. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I watched My Adventures with Superman. Ain't like that has great dialogue either.
Right. And when they say kids show, like air quotes, because it's violent and it is super, super dark.
Real quick, I'm gonna be real with you. I think I like My Adventures with Superman better than the Superman movie.
That's fair. I mean, you've been talking about My Adventures with Superman. What is it? Third season now?
Yeah, season premiere just aired because the first 2 seasons aired like a normal show, a year apart, and then we had to fucking skip a year for some reason, even though they literally finished the first season. The third season on the same production timeline. So I don't know. We gotta figure this shit out, y'all. Like, we used to get a season of TV a year apart. And now it is like sometimes even 4 years, 5 years before a show comes back. Euphoria, it was 6. It was 6 fucking years.
And a season used to be 18 episodes. Now we're lucky if we get 12.
Yeah, it used to be 2024. So you get your mythology episodes, and then they'd break it up with, hey, here's a story of the week or a bottle episode or something like that. Something self-contained.
Which is fine. We've talked about this before. Me going back and rewatching NYPD Blue and Miami Vice, I'd be like, okay, I must be like 3 seasons in, and I'd still be in the first fucking season.
Yeah, listen, that's why I like doing this rewatch of Buffy and the X-Files, because you get the mythology episodes, and then you get the standalone episodes, which they could do all types of weird shit. Because I feel like as great as the mythology is in both shows, to me, like the standouts are the standalone episodes.
Yeah, like one more time with Feeling for Buffy,
Hush,
the body. The cockroach one, Home for X-Files, which is still
the werewolf episode.
Yeah.
So I'll be real with you. I was surprised at what they did with episode 2 of the second season. Where it started, I was just like, yo, you should have seen me. I've never been so hyped in my life. I was just like, yeah. And then to go back for episodes 3 and 4 to what it is, I was just like, but by the way, I'm not shitting on 3 or 4 because episode 4 ends.
And we're trying to keep this as close to the vest as possible. But episodes 2 and episode 4. Woo! I mean, it's totally different emotional swings, right? Because for episode 2, when the credits started rolling, right, when the title rolled, I was like, no, they're not going to do this. Are they going to do this? Oh shit, they're doing this.
I've noticed since the first season they change it every episode.
Mm-hmm.
It might not be noticeable, but every title intro is different, and this season literally every intro has something. Yeah.
I mean, it may not be something that affects the story or anything that any sort of clues into what you're going to see, but it's still cool that they are even making these title sequences something that you want to watch.
Because they know people are gonna binge this, so how we keep people on the hook to watch and not hit skip intro? You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, episode 2. I hope they. All we're gonna say is there's a lot of potential and a lot of possibilities.
Oh yeah, spin-off possibilities. Right. I just hope that intro makes its way to the official channels. Like, I hope it's up on YouTube. I hope it's up on Insta. I hope it's up on Twitter. Like, yo, put that shit out. Once this season drops, put that intro out, because people are going to get to episode 2 and they're probably going to be like me, like, yo. Like, when they did that intro, I was just like
rewind.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Holy shit.
And episode 4, that last shot in the sand, I'm just like, yo, you don't have to go that fucking hard.
Yes, they did. Yo, listen, the first season was great. They have to step it up for season 2. And I will say, Brad Winterbaum, the dude who currently oversees Marvel Television under Kevin Feige, he said, hey, we're working on season 3 is almost done, and we're working on season 4 right now. I'm glad that this show is going to become a yearly show and not like, hey, every 2 years.
Like whenever we feel like it, or whenever we can fit it in between bullshit movies.
Right. I thought this was all dropping at once.
What, the
second season?
Yeah, no, I figured it was going to be weekly drops, just because why not? If it was going to be just like a single season at once, then why only give us the first 4 episodes?
Yeah, so they're gonna piecemeal it out, because that's all we saw is the first 4 episodes. So it sucks that we gotta now wait to see the rest of this shit, and
Unless
not even at the same time. We gotta wait like a normal show, like week to week.
Right. Unless they want to, once episode 3 drops, if they want to drop the last 4 on us, because it was getting 8 or 10.
First season was 10. This season is 9.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
But look, I'll say this: season 1 had a wonky episode. Like, it was half Jubilee's episode where she got pulled in with Mondo. That was it was half that, and then the second half of the episode was Storm getting her powers back. That was just a weird episode where I'm like, why y'all have 2 different
temperatures, right?
Like in one, yeah, man. I was just like, y'all, this was like the fact that we had 2 15-minute stories combined for one episode. It was never do that again.
Yeah. But also, this season, Jubilee's MVP. Like, she
really leveled up.
Yeah, like I really never liked her as a character at all, right? But this season, you see her powers, and it's like, all right, this is all right.
It's like I said with Cyclops. Cyclops, we were all like, yeah, he's cool, but whatever. And like, season 1, they want you to understand why Cyclops was that dude. Like, him using his lasers for tactical shit, him using his lasers to fucking land after fucking jumping out of a plane with no parachute, him using hand-to-hand combat on some real gangster shit.
Right.
Like, I love that shit at the beginning of the episode 1 where dudes really think they got the drop on him. He's just like, all right, I'm not even going to use my powers. I'll just use my fists and fuck them dudes.
I mean, like, they always talk about how Cyclops can literally punch a hole in a mountain, right? Like, they're all like
lasers,
with his optic beam, right? But you never really saw him do anything of any kind of substance. This show, everybody gets their props. Honestly, Professor X is the only character in X-Men 97 that I don't really fuck with.
It's the hubris.
He's a whiny little bitch.
Man, it makes you, watching this show just makes you realize how fucking terrible those movies were. Where, like, the only thing that was done justice was Wolverine, Magneto, and you can't even say Professor X because they kept sidelining him. Like, either he get kidnapped, drugged, or fucking something just thrown to the side.
Right. I mean, especially the Patrick Stewart ones, the ones with James
McAvoy. Well, yeah, he got to do shit in that, but like, man, even Jean, like, you see the shit Jean does in the show, and you're just like, damn, like, they didn't give no like type of runway in that show. Same with Rogue. Like, Rogue, like, I understand why they couldn't give her the powers that she has in the show, just because, rights, because the reason why Rogue has super strength and can fly is because she came into contact with Miss Marvel. And, I mean...
Sony.
Well, no, that was Fox.
Was that Fox? Okay, right.
Yeah, that was Fox. So, like, look, I feel like we could have just wrote a generic hero with like the same powers that she just encountered. So, like, by X-Men 3, she could have had like something more to do other than Iceman won't fuck me. Because that's literally like her whole character in that, like, what? Even in Days of Future Past, when she makes the cameo, she's tied to Bobby.
Is she? Oh, sorry, we're talking Rogue. Yeah. I thought you were talking Rogue. Yeah.
No, Rogue. Like, when Rogue finally makes her cameo, she's walking hand in hand with Bobby. I'm like, damn. Everybody gets a dope ass cameo, and her's still like, oh, Bobby.
Was she still, what was the term? The Mary Sue?
Nah, that's not a Mary Sue.
Yeah, nah. Like, but she's still the damsel in distress. I would say.
Yeah. They've done a lot of these niggas wrong. Like, yo, I like the only other person I would say who got a mediocre of respect is Storm by movie, and that's just because it was Halle Berry, and Halle Berry was a movie star.
Right, and I'm glad that Cyclops is at least gonna get some props in Doomsday.
Right.
Because
but it's too little too late.
It's too little too late. But
we're talking about the Fox X-Men, not the Marvel X-Men, because we have to drag instead of using Doomsday to introduce new X-Men, they're trying to get y'all excited by saying, hey, the Fox X-Men are back for one last go around, and I'm just like, womp womp. Cool. That was the whole point of Deadpool and Wolverine, y'all.
But also, what was it, Dark Phoenix or whatever like that? Don't they have? Isn't Cyclops in that? Isn't he? Isn't the cast recast?
Yeah, they were recasting Apocalypse.
Right. Mm-hmm. I keep on forgetting about Apocalypse.
That's why I hate that series, because I'm like, bro, this doesn't make sense that we jump decades in these. Like, we jump ahead a decade each movie. So by the time we get to Dark Phoenix, we are basically at the time where the first movie takes place, and everybody's still young as shit.
Right. Like, they would have grown into the X-Men that we saw in the 90s version, or the early 2000s version.
Like, put some old-ass makeup on Fassbender and McAvoy. Like, that shit was crazy. I'm like, bro, no way these niggas still look the same. They started in the 60s. That series ends in the 90s, the prequel series.
Right, unless you're going to say some, like, mutant genes age them slower. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
Yo, you cannot get away with that.
Get the fuck out of here.
You just can't. You can't. Yeah. Wow, man. We were just happy that they were good.
Yeah, I mean, except for
I would say three out of the 10 were good.
Look, The Last Stand should be a war crime.
Nah, dog, I hate Dark Phoenix more than I hate The Last Stand. Shit, even The Last Stand's better than Apocalypse, dog.
I don't know, man.
X-Men Apocalypse was bad.
Yo, ugh. The
last two, the Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix, those should be war crimes.
But like, here's the thing: First Class was so good. I think that's the last time Matt Vaughn was actually good.
No, because he did Kingsman right after that.
Was it Kingsman was after? Okay,
yeah, and I like Kingsman.
I love Kingsman.
And then after it was that's what broke him. Like, he made a great one, and then we're like, oh, you're gonna do more, and then be careful what you wish for.
And then you get Argyle.
No, then you get Kingsman: The Golden Circle.
Well, I'm telling you, it's like the evolution, and like this final form is Argyle.
Was still tied back into Kingsman somehow.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, yeah. Look, I don't know. I don't know, man. This is really great. I'm glad that this exists, and I'm glad this exists because if Marvel fucks up on X-Men, at least for the MCU, first off, that's a wrap for Marvel. Let's just be real. It's a wrap. But also, like, that means the only thing they're gonna have are Daredevil, Wonder Man, and this animated series.
Right, because I mean they screwed the pooch on Punisher.
Yeah. So like the only thing I'm gonna wait and see on is like Black Panther 3. I'm gonna see how Black Panther 3 shakes out. Even though I wasn't too big on 2. I just want to give Ryan Coogler the benefit of the doubt, and hopefully the situation's a little better. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, look,
that movie needed another 2 years because they're still, these motherfuckers still in mourning, and Kevin Feige's like, yo, listen, shit gotta get made though.
Train's gotta keep moving. But yeah, Ryan Coogler, he was in a rough situation with Wakanda Forever, and you can't blame him for that. Like that's the one movie you can't really. I mean, honestly, any of these Marvel movies that stink, you really can't blame the director. Because
they're just a cog in the machine,
right?
You know what I mean? When you hear what Nia DaCosta went through, you're just like, Jesus. Sam Raimi was just like, I enjoyed doing it because all the work was done by the time I came aboard, and I really didn't have to do anything. I was like, explains the entire movie.
That tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah. That's why when he's like, I'll do another Marvel movie because the work's done for me, and then you see Send Help, and it's like, nah, nigga, you need to do the work.
But like sometimes you just want to show up to your job and get a paycheck, right? And that seems like a Marvel movie. Like here,
that's me every day. That's me every day.
Yeah, it's like
I'm just showing up to get a check.
Yeah. So Multiverse of Madness, that was Sam Raimi's like, look, I need this money to pump into more Evil Dead offshoots.
Right, because that's right. Burn comes out next month.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that one.
There's another one just finished production last month.
Really?
Yeah, it's coming out next summer called Evil Dead Wrath.
Sure. Yeah, like
different director, different writing team. And we don't know if it's going to tie into this one, just like we don't know if this one's going to tie into Rise.
I mean, I think they're going to try to shoehorn a connection with Burn into Rise, just based on the naming conventions alone, right? It seems like they're trying to go for something. Rise was a missed opportunity all the way through.
Lee Cronin, baby.
It's fucking yeah. If you haven't seen The Mummy, Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Right?
You got to make the emphasis on that because Universal had to keep saying like Brendan Fraser is not in Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Lee Cronin's The Mummy has nothing to do with the real Mummy.
Right, like, and Lee Cronin's The Mummy is pretty much what Evil Dead Rise should have been.
And don't people say like that should have just been called like the Possessed Girl instead of the Mummy because she wasn't a mummy?
I mean, technically they wrapped her in some shit, so I guess.
Oh, all right.
Like, and it was in Egypt, so sort of. Right.
All right. Shout out to Lee Cronin though for getting his name in the title on his second movie.
Yo, that's some John Carpenter shit. So good on you, man.
Yeah, on your second movie, and I don't know anyone who's seen either one of your movies other than Jeff. Like everybody I know who's seen The Mummy was just like, yeah, it's bad, and that's all they say. It's gory and it's bad. And I was just like, okay, what about Evil Dead Rise? They're just like, yeah, it's fine. And like nobody cares to give any more analysis to the dudes.
I mean, when I got into Rise, I got into Rise's ass because, and I think this is Lee Cronin in a nutshell. He's got some good ideas, got some good execution on sequences. Can't string together a movie.
All right, well, that's kind of like the X-Men.
Yeah, there we go. I love a callback.
Movies.
I love a turn of movies.
So, anyways, but yeah, we want to go deeper, but we can't. So what we'll do is we're gonna bring my boy Andy on once the show wraps up, and we'll do a full season like fucking review because we cannot. Disney has the sniper. Like I see the red dot on my chest right now. I keep looking down right now. I'm like, yeah, we can't go any further.
Every time I look at my email, it's like they automatically pin that NDA to the top of my my email.
Yeah. They're like, listen, we own your ass till this shit drops.
Right. And then honestly, if you read the terms of service, maybe a little bit after.
Like and I understand why, because these first 4 episodes, very eventful. A lot of stuff happens. The
internet will be talking. The internet will be talking.
Yeah, man. And we're not even at the halfway point. If it's 9 episodes, we are like a little less than halfway through.
Yeah, so I can't imagine. Oh, look, I read the comics. I know where it's going, but I didn't think they would have the balls with season 1. Right. I certainly didn't think they would have the balls with season 2 so far. Right. So, yeah. So we're like the rest of y'all. We're itching to see these last 5 episodes. Yep. But in the meantime, it drops Wednesday, right?
No.
Today?
No.
Yeah.
July.
Fuck. We gotta wait till fucking July.
Yeah, man. The first episode doesn't drop till July 1st.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's why I told you on Sunday. I was like, yo, they gave this shit to us too early.
Yo, I'm fiending. All right, well, shit.
It's going to be weeks, like basically August till we finish. Yeah,
it's the summer. I gotta wait the fucking summer.
Yeah, basically till August.
All right.
9 episodes.
Give us those last 5. Come on, baby.
Because 9 episodes, bro. Like that means July is gonna be taken up by the shit we already seen.
Right. Mm-hmm. So we're not finishing this out until September.
Yeah.
All right. Well, come on, Disney baby. I need it.
Yeah. I requested, me and everybody else. We requested, hey, can we get the last few episodes of Maul Shadow Lord, because they only gave us the first 8 and we're missing the last 2, and they're like, nah, y'all gotta watch them at the same time as everybody else. So I guess that's what we're doing with X-Men. We're watching it the same time as everybody else.
Right. Well, we're all in this together, guys.
Look. Marvel TV has bounced back. They are now producing good shows versus the movies. Like Wonder Man's fantastic, Daredevil's fantastic, X-Men 97 is fantastic. I won't, like, the only show I'm not gonna watch is the new Spider-Man show because the voice actor pissed me off.
What, the new one, the new one that came out last year or whatever like that, 2 years ago? Yeah. Because that dude couldn't keep his fucking mouth shut, and it's sad because people are like, "Oh, the show's good." I was like, "Too bad I'm not watching it." Yeah, I mean, and unfortunately, in this day and age, you really can't separate the art from the artist anymore. Yeah. So look, especially these young cats, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, get your money and dip.
Like, look, don't Timothy Chalamet this shit.
So yeah, that is X-Men 97.
Spoiler free.
We're the Film Blurs. I'm Brandon Norwood, and I'm the motherfucking protagonist.
I'm the protagonist.
I'm Jeff Stewart, a.k.a. He Who Remains.
Don't come at us. It's just fucking movies.
You've been listening to the Film Blurs podcast.
Man, I just love what you guys do, man.
I never miss an episode. It's the best. It's my favorite podcast.
Follow Jeff on IG on MindFireXL and Brandon on Twitter at BJN Tweets.